Welcome to Wisdom and Wealth, a channel dedicated to helping you navigate life with clarity and build a fulfilling existence, especially tailored for those over 40. We understand that life can throw its curveballs, and our goal is to provide you with practical wisdom for a richer, more meaningful life. So, if you're looking to deepen your understanding and cultivate genuine well-being, make sure to like and subscribe. We encourage you to join our growing community and embark on this journey with us. Let's explore the pathways to a more prosperous and joyful life together. Imagine yourself in a serene setting, perhaps a quiet corner of your home or a tranquil park. Everything seems calm, yet suddenly, a single thought intrudes. It could be a memory of a plan gone awry, a careless remark someone made, or a personal misstep. Almost instantly, your peace evaporates. Anxiety, frustration, or even sadness take hold. This shift often happens so quickly that you barely recognize how a solitary thought can hijack your entire mood. Why is it that seemingly small things wield such immense power over our happiness? Why does true happiness seem fleeting, no matter how diligently we pursue it? We often chase success, cultivate relationships, and accumulate material possessions, hoping these endeavors will fill the void and bring lasting joy. Yet, an unsettling emptiness often lingers. If happiness is the universal quest, why does it remain so elusive? Consider a simple analogy: a child engrossed in joyful play with a favorite toy. Then, someone abruptly takes the toy away. Immediately, the child erupts in tears, as if their entire world has crumbled. But after a few short minutes, they discover another toy and resume playing, their laughter echoing as if nothing had happened. Now, reflect on this: aren't we, in many ways, just like that child? We become attached to things, to people, and to particular situations. When these change or are taken away, we feel a profound sense of loss. But just as the child possesses the innate ability to redirect their focus and rediscover joy, so do we. And remember, if you are enjoying this video, please hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on more empowering content. Welcome to Wisdom and Wealth. We are committed to unraveling the intricacies of life in a way that leads to enduring happiness. Our channel is brimming with valuable insights, but a small fraction of our viewers are currently subscribed. If you find value in our content, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your support enables us to reach a broader audience and share more life-changing wisdom. Share your thoughts in the comments section. We cherish your feedback. Let's foster a community dedicated to growth and enrichment. Happiness isn't about leading a flawless life, it's about understanding how to maintain inner peace regardless of external circumstances. Many people mistakenly believe that happiness stems from achieving success, accumulating wealth, or cultivating relationships. However, the wisdom and teachings of Buddhism offer a different perspective. It suggests that happiness resides within us, already present, waiting to be uncovered. In this video, we will delve into the secrets of remaining happy in any situation. We'll explore the profound teachings of Buddhism, offering practical wisdom that you can seamlessly integrate into your daily life. These aren't mere theories, they're tried and true principles that have helped countless individuals find peace, even amidst life's most challenging moments. One of the most significant barriers to happiness is attachment, the act of clinging too tightly to things, people, or expectations. When life deviates from our carefully laid plans, we experience suffering. But what if we could fundamentally alter our mindset? What if we could cultivate joy in the present moment, rather than fixating on what we lack? Another fundamental lesson is impermanence, the understanding that everything in life is temporary. Pain, pleasure, success, and failure all come and go. Once we internalize this truth, we cease to fear change and instead embrace the flow of life, relinquishing the urge to resist it. And at this point, it would be very appreciated if you gave the video a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Throughout this journey, we will uncover a myriad of insightful perspectives, helping you break free from emotional volatility. Our objective is not merely to impart knowledge but to facilitate a profound shift in how you perceive life. By the end of this video, you will possess a new perspective, one that empowers you to remain joyful irrespective of your circumstances. So, stay with us until the very end. The wisdom we are about to share holds the transformative power to reshape your life. Let's begin this enlightening journey together. Sit down for a moment. Take a deep breath. Release all distractions and simply be present. Let me share a profound truth that many never realize: happiness isn't about what you possess or achieve. It's not about the amount of money you make, the number of people who love you, or how successful you become. No matter how perfect your life appears on the surface, there will inevitably be moments when you feel lost, sad, or empty. But why? Why does unhappiness resurface even when everything seems fine? The answer is both simple and challenging to accept: suffering originates in the mind, not in the external world. You may believe that unhappiness stems from specific situations, people, or events, but the truth is that suffering begins within you. It's not caused by what happens, it's caused by how you react to what happens. Think about it: two individuals can face the same adversity. One breaks down, while the other remains calm. Why? Because suffering isn't inherent in the situation, it's in how we perceive the situation. This is a core teaching of Buddhism: the root of suffering lies not in the world, but in our own minds. Let's consider a simple example. Imagine a man walking down the street when it suddenly begins to rain. He has no umbrella, his clothes are getting soaked, and he feels frustrated and angry, blaming the weather for ruining his day. But then, he sees a child nearby laughing and playing in the rain, relishing every moment. The same rain, the same situation, yet two completely different experiences. Why? Because one resists reality, while the other embraces it. This is how suffering operates: it's not about what happens to you, it's about how you respond. You suffer because you resist what is. You wish things were different, you want life to conform to your plans. When it doesn't, you experience pain. And it would be appreciated if you gave the video a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Now, let's go deeper. Consider the things that make you unhappy. Perhaps someone hurt you, you lost something valuable, or your dreams didn't materialize. In each instance, the suffering doesn't arise from the event itself, but from the thoughts in your mind. You replay the moment repeatedly, clinging to the pain, constantly asking, "Why me?" or "What if things had gone differently?" But what if you could simply let go? What if you could stop clinging to the pain? What if you could see things as they are, without wishing them to be different? That is the key to freedom, the path to true happiness. Buddhism teaches that suffering has a cause, and that cause is attachment. You suffer because you attach yourself to people, things, and outcomes. You expect life to unfold in a certain way, and when it doesn't, you feel lost. Imagine holding a rope, and someone pulls it from the other side. You feel pain in your hands. The more you resist, the more it hurts. But if you simply let go, the pain disappears instantly. This is how life works: the tighter you hold on to things, your past, your expectations, your desires, the more you suffer. But the moment you let go, you are free. This doesn't mean you stop caring or stop striving for a better life. It simply means you stop attaching your happiness to external factors. You stop believing that you can only be happy if things unfold in a certain way. Instead, you find peace in what is, right here, right now. Think about how much suffering stems from expectations. You expect people to treat you a certain way, you expect success to come quickly, you expect life to be fair. But reality doesn't adhere to your expectations, it follows its own flow. The more you resist it, the more you suffer. But if you accept things as they are, something magical happens: the suffering fades away. You stop wasting energy on things you cannot control. You stop chasing happiness in the future and begin to find it in the present. This is the essence of Buddhist wisdom: suffering isn't something life inflicts upon you, it's something you create within yourself. And if you have the power to create suffering, you also have the power to end it. Look around you. Everything you fear, everything you worry about, everything that makes you anxious, it's all just thoughts. Thoughts aren't reality, they come and go like clouds in the sky. The problem is that you believe in them too much. You think every thought is important, you think every negative thought is the truth. But what if you could observe your thoughts as you watch clouds? What if you could see them but not be controlled by them? You would realize that suffering isn't a solid, permanent entity, it's just a passing illusion created by the mind. Now, if you're finding this content valuable, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out. So, how do you liberate yourself from suffering? You begin by observing. You begin by watching your mind, instead of being trapped inside it. When sadness arises, don't fight it, just observe it. When anger arises, don't resist it, just observe it. See it for what it is, just another passing cloud. The more you do this, the more you realize that happiness isn't something to be found outside of you, it's already within you. It was always there, hidden beneath the noise of the mind. Once you truly understand this, suffering loses its power. Life becomes lighter. Challenges no longer break you. You begin to experience happiness, not as a temporary feeling, but as a deep, unshakable peace that remains with you in every situation. This isn't just an idea, it's something you can experience. The next time you feel unhappy, stop and observe. Ask yourself, where is this suffering coming from? Is it really the situation, or is it my own mind? The moment you start asking this, you begin to awaken. You begin to see the truth. Once you see the truth, suffering no longer controls you. You become free, free to be happy, free to be at peace, free to live fully, no matter what happens in life. This is the path to unwavering happiness. This is the wisdom that can transform everything. Now, to continue on our path, let's talk about impermanence, the power of embracing change for inner peace.